3, 2, 1, and there we just turned 8 billion people in the world according to UN predictions or estimates. The era of 7 billion people is over after just 12 years, and as of November 5th, 2022, we're now part of a global family of more than 8 billion people. As anyone who has a large family can contest to, this comes with quite a few challenges. Every second we gain 2 new siblings, which accounts to more than 170,000 people by midnight. Good luck remembering those names. To put that further into perspective, 1 in every 15 humans who has ever existed in the 200-year history of humankind is alive right now. Unfortunately, the same is not true for our cousins in the animal kingdom. In fact, if you gathered every single mammal on Earth, from whales to deer to mice, we humans and our livestock would account for 96% of the total biomass. Our presence on this planet is dominating, to say the very least. So how will we manage to share our toys, or rather our planet, not with one annoying little brother, but with 8 billion of them? The concern for overpopulation is not new. It was made famous already in 1798 by Thomas Malthus, a founding father of modern statistics. In his most famous work, Malthus predicted a somber future where a linear growth in food production would not keep up with an exponential growth in population. However, due to unimaginable technological advances in food production, the mass starvation predicted by Malthus is considered not to have occurred, and his theory is largely disproven. Although if you ask one of the 828 million people going to bed hungry every day, you might receive a different answer. After Malthus, a number of doomsday scenarios have been attributed to population growth. These range from shortage of water to other resources, to pandemics, to desertification, destruction of the ozone layer, and the one we hear the most about these days, climate change. And although being a list of serious problems affecting millions of people and animals, most of the issues mentioned above have not led to the massive civilization-destroying collapses predicted. The reason for this, and a beacon of hope, is that we humans are incredibly creative and adaptable when we have to. Being 8 billion people on this planet and on a steady course for 11 doesn't mean we are doomed, but it sure means we have reached that we have to moment. Now is the time to unleash our creative potential, to collaborate and to show solidarity, basically to be good brothers and sisters. How to achieve this takes us back to the family metaphor. Let's say we're going to Iceland. We all understand that dad can't buy first class tickets for himself if that means that the rest of the family, including the cat, have to cross the Atlantic Ocean swimming in order to economize. Apart from a pleasant flight, this would not be beneficial, not even for dad, unless he's a sadist. Living in a family of 8 billion people is not so different. We are traveling together, not to Iceland, but to 2023, 2024, and so on. That means we must travel or live in a way that does not end in disaster. Being so many people means that now, more than ever, anything short of collaboration and solidarity is in fact unsustainable. Yet this is not how we have lived so far. 138 countries, or 70% of all countries in the world, consume beyond what the earth can sustain. And at the same time, more than 3.5 billion people live in some form of poverty. The path ahead is about finding the middle way, where we all live well and we all live sustainable. This will mean that many of us have to live with less. We need to learn to be content with enough and let go of excess. Solidarity, simplicity, and minimalism must become the mainstream forces driving our societies. In order to shift to such values and lifestyles, we have 3 paths which are closely connected and work best in collaboration. We must develop and make accessible new sustainable solutions and technologies to help us live well with less. We also need political decisions, including laws and economic incentives and disincentives, to implement those new solutions and better behaviors. Lastly, we need a mainstream shift in mindset and culture to adopt and internalize new solutions and behaviors. Making some sacrifices to ensure a dignified standard of living for everyone, beyond being an ethical no-brainer, has a significant but often overlooked benefit. Not only does a higher life standard reduce birth rates, but it also boosts our combined capacity for problem solving. A capacity which will come in very handy in the years to come. With 8 billion people in the world, we have 8 billion heads and hands that could work towards better solutions and a better future. Compared to when my grandfather was born, we have 4 times the human capital to solve the challenges we face. However, at present, only part of those 8 billion heads and hands are at work for a better future. Many of them are too preoccupied with questions such as how to afford dinner, where to sleep safely tonight, or when they find a stable job. In order to unleash the incredible potential of humankind, we need to ensure food safety, education, health, and job opportunities for everyone. This is why the path ahead of peaceful and sustainable co-living is a path where we meet in the middle, where we all enjoy a life enough at the expense of excess. This is a path where solidarity, simplicity, and minimalism becomes mainstream values, guiding us towards happy and just lives in one happy, well-fed family of 8 billion people. This channel is dedicated to exploring a happy and sustainable life, so please subscribe if you want to hear more.